An Unconventional Threesome is a comedy podcast hosted by three rude, crude, and tattooed dudes. We tell you this so you can shield your children's eyes and cover their ears. If you don't, we're not responsible for the fun and exciting new words that they start using. Enjoy.
Welcome to the show, yeah, it's a blast. Turn the volume up, we got to laugh. Every joke's a hit, you'll have a fit. Sit back, relax, let's start this bit. Tuned in live from the internet's heart, where every word is a work of art. Comedy gold, it never gets old. Jump aboard, let the fun unfold.
Welcome to An Unconventional Threesome, a conversation podcast that is hosted by three dudes who have no business having a podcast. My name is John, and I have a crippling caffeine addiction.
Money here with the sex appeal.
Jay's here so he doesn't get fined.
My beard keeps getting wrapped up in my microphone tonight, so this is going to be an issue.
Take it off your belt.
I told my barber that the next person to see me without my beard will be the coroner.
That's commitment.
Listen, when you got a head shaped like a fucking basketball, you got to do something. So we got some pretty stellar questions for the evening. We'll start off with, do you dunk your cookies in milk?
God, no.
You just dunk them in frosting, don't you?
If they have to be dunked, it will be dunked in frosting, correct. So kind of like milk, but that's the milk form you're talking about.
That's weird. No. I don't go out of my way to dunk them in milk, but I will say, if it's readily available, I will do it. But it's not a necessity. Definitely adds to it, though.
So then I have two follow-up questions to that. What type of cookies? Is it any and all cookies get the dunk? And then the second part of that question is, how long do you hold it under?
So, I mean, really, any cookie can get dunked. I used to be like, hold that motherfucker down till there's no more air bubbles coming up.
Hold it down till the bubbles stop.
Yep. But not anymore. I would say probably like, I don't know, maybe 3 seconds. Just enough where it starts to get a little bit soft, but I also don't want mush. But I also do not like crunchy, crispy cookies.
So you don't fuck with Oreos?
Those are the only ones.
Chips Ahoy?
No, the chewy ones are way better than the original.
I don't know. I like the crunchier cookies because you can let it kind of dissolve in your mouth a little bit easier, and it brings forth the butter flavor a little bit, in my opinion. I also will not go out of my way to dunk cookies in milk, though. Mainly because I try and avoid dairy as much as possible. But in the summertime, I love to play the game of, all right, I'm going to eat this ice cream and let's see how quickly I can get home before I shit my pants. And I honestly don't know if I've tried dunking cookies in like almond or oat milk.
Oat milk is pretty good. Dunking cookies in coffee, though, top tier.
Well, I mean, that's what the entire point of biscotti was.
Can you say that without the pretentious accent on it? You motherfucker. You're not Italian or whatever language it is. Don't even pretend.
Go to Olive Garden. I'll get the pasta primavera. I don't know why I went Dracula there, but that's close enough. But yeah, so when I dunk my cookies in milk, I also, no holds barred, any cookie is eligible for the drowning. I will hold half down until the bubbles stop. And if it's small enough, consume the entire cookie at once. Because there's a distinct texture difference. And I think I've made it abundantly clear on this podcast that texture means everything to me when eating.
Yeah, I like having the cookie like half soaked.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good combo of textures.
Yeah, I agree. But what is relatively alarming is how quickly those cookies, your Oreos, your Chips Ahoy, the big three of cookies there, even though I only named two because I can't think of a third one. Animal crackers. How quickly they get soggy. You said you hold it for like 3 seconds, but by second 5, you are borderline about to lose it into a crumbly mess at the bottom of your milk glass.
Oh yeah, no. It's a slippery slope. It's a tight rope to walk. That's why I go for about 3 seconds. I feel like anything after that, that's when we're getting into very dangerous territory of it falling apart.
Agreed. No dissent from Jay on this one.
No, I don't.
What is a smell that instantly takes you back to your childhood?
I don't know if there's a smell that brings me back.
So mine is going to make me sound like some sort of drug-addled individual. Yeah, I sniffed markers when I was a kid. Suck it up. But Sanford
didn't?
Deluxe markers, you know those big fucking markers that were metal and fucking got you high as a goddamn kite. But it's not because I used to sniff them that it brings me back to my childhood. Why it brings me back to my childhood is my dad worked in a printing warehouse factory. And for some reason, the ink that they used in there on a regular basis smelled just like those Sanford Deluxe markers. And I remember, like, when I was a kid visiting him at work, and that smell, it just instantly flashes back to me, like walking through that warehouse. It is the weirdest shit. And they just used a bunch of those markers to write on stuff. Very possible. I don't know. I was 6.
For me, it's sunblock. Still one of my favorite smells ever.
What flavor sunblock?
Doesn't matter. I don't know what the chemical or what the ingredient smell actually is. I don't know if it's the zinc or what it is, but any kind of sunblock, you put it on and that's it. I'm back. Honestly, the same thing with melted butter. Just grabbing lobsters. You got drawn butter. Same thing. If I taste melted butter, I'm immediately 8 years old eating lobster again. But for just a smell, it's sunblock or bent casings, like at the firing range. Yep, that's my childhood. Bullets and sunblock.
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to take microwaved popcorn and then melt like half a stick of fucking butter and dump it on that shit and basically just drink my fucking popcorn in butter. Still have not figured out why I weighed 300 pounds.
It's a mystery.
There's also a certain perfume that takes me back to my bachelor party. I never got the name of it, but every once in a while I'll be out in the wild walking past somebody and I'll get a whiff of it and it's like flashbacks to my bachelor party or what bits of it I can remember.
So what? It's like Stetson or some really manly man's type cologne.
Oh shit.
I mean, I guess if D goes back far enough, maybe the smell of diapers would remind him of childhood, but I don't know if his memory is that good.
No.
Maybe the smell of a diaper genie.
Diaper genies are fucking so stupid. If there's anyone listening that's a to be a new parent, don't fucking get one. They're oh my god. Such a bad idea. Such a bad design. Absolutely not. Don't get one.
We're just pretending at this point that not everybody listens to every single one of our episodes because we've talked about this before.
Imagine that. Somehow taking a shit came back into this episode.
I avoided so many fucking bathroom questions this week to try and not have a fucking episode that involves shitting or the bathroom. There are just so many controversial or potentially controversial topics revolving around the bathroom. Either that or I'm fucking 6 years old in the mind.
I think it's a very common thing that a lot of people can relate to. Also, it's funny to talk about poop sometimes.
Poop will always be funny. Even when you shit yourself, it's not funny in the moment, but you sure as shit are going to laugh about it in a few days.
I don't know. I was sick one time. I was like 30. I was sick and I kind of shit it wasn't a full shit, but it was a slight shit. Enough where I had to throw the underwear out. I didn't laugh.
Well, did I tell you about the time MK and I were working out and I thought I was just gonna let a little squeak of air out and I gave myself a fucking skid mark instead? And so I just
Let's back up a second. When D mentioned it was so bad he had to throw the underwear out, I can't let this one go. The good news is he was probably shitting in the trash can anyway, so he was prepared.
I would have had them down if I was shitting in the trash can. No, I was laying in bed. Yeah, and again, I was sick.
Yeah, I was doing fucking cat cow or some shit. So I'm down on my goddamn hands and knees in a very prone position. Very God, I can't even think of the word right now. Um yeah, doesn't matter, I guess. Not that important. Vulnerable. The fucking word you're looking for is vulnerable, you idiot. Yeah, thought I was gonna let a little squeaker, so I get up and immediately march to the bathroom, address the situation, start some laundry, and get back to working out. And MK was like, problem? Not anymore.
See, I don't play when it comes to poop in the underwear. I just throw that shit away. I got way too many underwear. I'm not washing nothing.
I have enough undershirts and underwear and socks to last me 3 weeks. And if I throw that ratio off, I will lose my goddamn mind.
I think you just need to get more. You should be able to shit yourself without having to wash it.
Listen, I fucking darn my own goddamn socks because I'm a cheap prick. You think I'm gonna buy expensive ass underwear?
No one's telling you to buy expensive.
I am calling Hanes expensive underwear because that shit ain't cheap.
Brother, Burlington Coat Factory, TKO. It's what I'm wearing right now. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's what I'm wearing right now. I think I got like a 5-pack for like $5.
John, are you rocking that Goodwill underwear?
Not yet. I haven't stooped to that level yet. But maybe one day. What the fuck was the J.C. Penney brand? DVS, DVD, BVS. That's what it was. I used to fucking live and die by BVS, and I started buying those in high school, and I just probably threw out my last pair in the last year.
And when did you stop buying them in high school, John?
I probably bought them most of the way through college.
You have a pair of underwear you just got rid of that would have been old enough to vote and serve the country.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that hurts me to know. They were hanging on by a thread, quite literally. Because, women will pay god awful amounts of money for underwear with sexy holes in them, but guys will just wait 15 years for the sexy holes to develop themselves.
My wife just starts yelling at me to throw them away when she starts seeing my balls just hang out from the bottom because there's a hole there.
Yeah, mine's usually around the waistband, so you get a little peek at the thigh, maybe some cheek action. I don't know if that means I'm wearing them wrong.
I'm just letting my shit hang out. But I have gotten better where if there's a hole in the underwear or in my socks, I'm more apt to throw them away now, where before I wasn't.
Well, holes in socks drive me absolutely batty. So I sew them up, and I usually wait for like Amazon Prime days or Black Friday deals or some shit to get socks. And it seems like every time I buy socks, they're borderline fucking see-through. Yes, and I know it's probably because my feet are the size of fucking rocket ships. I get it. I have big feet, small dick. It's okay.
Maybe you just need bigger socks, buddy.
Well, so the last Prime Day, I bought myself some Adidas socks, and this is the first pair of socks that I cannot see my feet through them in a very long time.
Yeah, my stepmom. As I gotten older, I've really come to appreciate socks more. My stepmom, for the longest time, my Christmas present was a year subscription to a sock thing where like every month I got a new sock, like a new pair
Just
of
one.
socks. Yeah, just one.
So every 2 months, it's a new pair.
uh, and I gotta say, I fucking love getting more socks. I loved it.
Well, for the longest time, my Christmas wish list was undershirts, socks, and underwear. Because, like I stated earlier, I felt they were too fucking expensive for what you were getting. Yeah, granted, I make them last 15 fucking years. I get my money's worth out of them, I know, but still. And so my mother-in-law at Christmas time would be like, you know how weird it is for me to buy my son-in-law underwear? I'm like, you don't fucking have to. Give me cash to go buy my own, even though I won't. So I stopped doing that, but I got enough for 15 years at this point.
What if your mother-in-law bought you something sexy?
Banana hammock.
Yeah.
Well, the undershirts I have now, I bought probably about 5 or 6 years ago. The reason I bought them was because our dryer shit the bed. We didn't have the time and or the money right away to get a new dryer. So in lieu of me being able to do laundry and or go to a laundromat, I just bought 3 weeks worth of fucking undershirts so I didn't have to worry about washing them.
Yeah, my dryer just shit the bed on me while I was on vacation last week. So that was a fun adventure.
How did it shit the bed while it was not in use, or did it just come back and it wasn't
Oh, no,
working?
I was home, and the wife. It's funny. We had done all of our regular laundry, and she was doing a load of towels, and she's like, "Hey, it's not heating up." And as you know, you've been witness to it, John. I've Frankenstein this stupid fucking thing 3 times now. So I was like, let me figure it out. And this is the insane part. It was probably a 5 cent wire because it was part of the wiring harness. So I'm looking everything up and I'm trying to figure it out. And I said, all right, so I'd have to buy the new harness, and then the control board is probably what's going, which is what's causing the wiring to be screwed up. And then there was another like heat regulating piece. I did all the math on it, and even doing it myself, I was like, "All right, hon, did you want me to spend $600 to fix this fucking dryer?" She's like, "Nope, get in
Right.
the car. we're going."
Well, the last dryer we had, so I've had the same hamper since I was in fourth grade. When I say I'm frugal, I fucking mean it. It is currently duct taped together because the last dryer I was literally tearing this dryer apart once a fucking week to clear out some piece of like small dime sized piece of lint that was tripping some fucking sensor. And I got so fucking mad at it one night, I just threw my empty hamper at it because I have anger issues as well. And it broke the bottom out a little bit. So we just took those pieces and duct taped them back on. Good to go. But that was also the dryer that hit me with the 120 because I'm a fucking idiot.
Do you remember when I moved into this house and the old owner left us like 2 brand new washer and dryer?
Yeah.
And somebody in my house that isn't on this podcast right now said, "Fuck that! I don't want them. They suck." That came up. That came up the third time I was tearing this thing apart. So
Well, if you want the washer back, I still have that. The dryer, I don't know where that ended up.
I think Hannah couldn't use it either. So I don't know
Correct.
where the fuck she put it, but it didn't get back in my driveway. So
Yeah, I don't know where it went after that. We might have to reach out to her and figure that out. So I can get that back to you.
we don't need the sisterhood of the traveling dryer. We can just let it be wherever the fuck it is. Sorry, John. You said something about electrocuting yourself because you were stupid. I don't want to miss the rest of that story.
Oh, it's pretty good. So we go buy a new dryer. We get it home, get it in the basement. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to give this dryer one last chance to work before I beat it with a fucking baseball bat. So I turn the breaker back on. Let me rephrase. I wire the plug all in the back because all the dryers, they don't come with plugs anymore. You have to buy a plug separately and then wire it yourself. So I get it all wired back up, turn the breaker back on. Yep, same thing. It wasn't working. I'm like, fuck it. I'll get it out of here. So I'm unscrewing the plug in the back to put it on the new dryer. And I failed to shut the breaker off. And I just stuck my finger in there after they were all unscrewed to lift all 3 connections off at once. And all of a sudden you just hear this, whoa, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I felt this jolt go through my fucking body, right through my feet. Fortunately, I didn't grab anything because it probably would have killed me because I wouldn't have been able to let go. But yeah, I just kind of stood there 5, 10, 15 seconds. And I'm like, all right, I haven't fallen over yet. I think I survived this, and I just started laughing hysterically. And MK comes downstairs. She's like, "Everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just electrocuted myself. Could have died, but I think I'm okay." Just stupid shit. Trying to move quickly while being angry. So don't do that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm no electrician, but I would assume if you're gonna play with electrical stuff, you might want to make sure the breaker's off.
Or at least unplug the cord, because then you'd be fine too.
That too.
Tell us something else about the stupid cords. So I had the same issue because obviously you got to get your own cord. I was thinking, all right, I'll be a hot shot and I'll just use the old cord. Well, the new dryer has the electrical connection at the bottom, which is stupid because it's next to the drain area for the freaking washer next to it. I digress. The distance between the top and bottom of the dryer means the shorter cord length would not reach the fucking outlet. So I had to attach and detach that. And I said, oh, good. Let me go to our big box home improvement store for a 3rd time today. This will be cute.
Do you use the same cashier every time?
Dude, I'm going to tell you the truth. We went to buy them and we talked to the one guy and he was super nice. It went well. Life is good. And then I came back the next day because it actually got delivered the next day. It was fantastic. I came back the next day and he's like, hey, everything good? I said, oh, yeah, everything's fine. I just should have grabbed this while I was here before. So on the 3rd trip, the wife's like, got to go back again? I said, no, fuck that. I'm going to the other one because I can't face that dude again. I can't. I know I'll never talk to him again. I barely remember his name, but he's not allowed to think I'm this stupid. So 3 trips is too much. I'll go to the other one.
Well, I'm fortunate enough that I live at least 40 minutes from any sort of big box home improvement store. So I am also very fortunate that I have a Tractor Supply in my town as well as an Aubuchon. So I got selections. I can, if I got to make 3 trips, I can go to the big box store and then hit Tractor Supply and then hit Aubuchon, and I can get everything I need and not talk to the same person once.
Pretty funny to listen about the male ego. We just can't do it. We just can't do it.
Well, it's like the 2nd trip, fine. Because it's like, yeah, I didn't know if I needed that. Okay, cool. But the 3rd trip in the same day, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm a fuckface and I can't plan for anything.
Yeah, I've kind of just accepted that. Like, I'm just an idiot. So I'll go back 14 times.
And my wife is so quick to ask an associate for directions to something in the store. I will wander that store until I am literally dead before I ask for fucking help. I don't even want to ask for help for shit that's locked away. I will try and figure out how to get it out of a locked box before I'll ask for fucking help.
Yeah, I don't like to bother people.
Yeah, it's that. It's definitely that I don't want to bother people. It has nothing to do with the male ego. All right. You chuckle fucks eat kiwis?
I've been known to kiwi here and there, sure.
I used to.
Skin or no skin?
No skin.
No skin.
Fucking monsters. You're wasting the best part.
Don't fucking tell me it's the best part.
It is the
That's
best
bullshit.
fucking part.
Okay, so you're telling me if you had a bowl, right? If someone decided to shave or peel kiwis, and you had two bowls. You had one bowl full of the meat and one bowl full of just the skin, no meat on it. You're going, oh, I'm gonna eat the skin instead of the meat. Fuck you. That's not the best part.
Listen to me, a little bitch. The skin adds a nice sour flavor to it. It also has a fair amount of nutritional value. So that is why you eat the skin, you fucking Neanderthal.
It's a nice addition to. It's not the best part.
It is the best part because
That's
it wraps it in more ways than one. It wraps it as a complete flavor, and it also contains the kiwi.
That's the same as saying the best part of a porn is the storyline. It's just an added fucking bonus.
I have never once watched a porn for the fucking storyline. Never even paid attention to it.
Some of them are pretty good. Give it a watch. But yeah, I said used to because the last time I ate a kiwi, my mouth got kind of tingly. So I think I'm allergic to them now.
Try it again.
Actually,
we could live stream it and see what happens.
Yeah, fuck it. 10 likes and I'll eat 4 kiwis. Someone bring me an EpiPen real quick.
I actually might still have an EpiPen rolling around in my car.
For why?
Someone gave it to me as like an emergency thing, even though it's really more Narcan I should be rolling with.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, someone gave it to me just in case I encounter a person having an allergic reaction so I can use it on them.
Part of me does kind of want to stab someone with it.
Dude, I just want to ride the adrenaline rush with it. Apparently, it's fucking amazing. And that's how you become addicted, I guess.
To go into anaphylactic shock? Yeah, that sounds like a fucking great time.
No, if you're not actually having an allergic reaction, because basically you're giving yourself a shot of adrenaline.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes
right.
sense.
Let's Google that before anyone calls me out. What is an EpiPen? An EpiPen is an auto-injector device that delivers a single dose of epinephrine, also known as adrenaline. Ha! I knew something. Can't call me out, haters.
The participants of an unconventional threesome do not condone or recommend taking epinephrine without a reason.
And or any sort of intravenous drugs, unless it's prescribed.
Yes.
I legit am still trying to think if that EpiPen is still in there or not. Did I put it in my emergency bag?
It's going to be real awkward if someone goes into shock and you're like, geez, I wish I'd known who that was.
We were at a car show this weekend and some kid got a bloody nose, and I felt for the kid because I get bloody noses all the fucking time. And the dad was like freaking out. He's like, "Do you have any napkins in your van?" And I'm like, I don't think so. And I knew I used to carry shop towels in there and I hadn't restocked. I'm like, maybe I can find one laying around somewhere. So I'm flipping through all the cabinets of the van and I found this oily ass, like, used paper towel. I used to check the dipstick for oil. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to give this to a 6-year-old so he can start huffing fucking oil.
Just the way you started that, and I felt for the kid. I thought the follow-up was going to be because I'm the one who punched him in the fucking face.
You know what? If he's anything like my kid, the reason for the bloody nose is because he won't stop fucking picking his nose.
I mean, may or may not be the reason behind mine. I don't know. But sometimes it just won't come out.
And of course, the kid's dad is like, "Hey, that guy with the old van, that's reputable. Excuse me, sir, can you help my child?"
The old windowless van that's bright fucking orange.
Y'all got any candy in there for puppies?
That van actually won 2 awards this weekend.
That's fantastic. So it's already paying itself off.
Yeah, with all the winning money that I'm getting. One of the sponsors of the car show gave me their best car vote, and they posted it up on Facebook with, I'll read this. It's fucking phenomenal. It made me laugh. living in a van down by the river, and stealing the show. At last Saturday's Salute the Troops car show, we at Kerrigan Auto Group had a tough time picking a favorite until this beauty rolled in. This Dodge tradesman, decked out in full Chris Farley glory, had us laughing harder than Matt Foley motivating a youth group. From the Jack Squat cheese decal to the retro orange paint, this van was a rolling tribute to one of comedy's greatest. So here's to our car of choice, proof that sometimes horsepower is measured in laughs per gallon.
I like the laughs per gallon. That was a clever line.
I changed it to smiles per gallon.
Sweet Jesus.
Some motherfucker tried to buy that van from me this weekend, by the way.
And he didn't offer you much because you still have it.
So he came and checked out the van earlier in the day, and I'm not even kidding. There was a line to see the inside of my van, like 8 people deep. It was fucking amazing. I was laughing so goddamn hard all day. My sides and face hurt. He comes over to me. He checks the van out earlier in the day, and he comes back to me a couple hours later, and he's like, "What would it take for me to drive that home today?" And I've already had a number set in my mind, $20,000. And he laughed. He kind of like chuckled. He's like, I'd give you 8. And I told him to hit the fucking bricks. Not a goddamn chance. The smiles per gallon on that thing are well worth what I currently own it for.
I'll give you $3.
I was going to say, a couple of tacos and a white wine spritzer, he probably could have driven it home with you in it.
I can't even like stop at a stoplight without someone hanging out the fucking window or yelling at me or honking at me. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, now people know that I own a Chris Farley tribute Dodge tradesman. I don't know what you're going to do with that information, but good luck.
Hire him for parties. Bring in revenue.
I thought about that. I could rent it out as an Airbnb. That'd be fucking wild.
But they have to sleep in your driveway.
I just throw a GPS tracker on it and, kind of sit away. How do you think Shallow Hal would see us? And for those not familiar, before you guys answer, for those of you not familiar with the movie Shallow Hal, Jack Black classic, he is hypnotized into seeing people for their personalities and not their actual looks, and falls in love with a woman who turns out to be larger.
Down with the thickness.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And it also has Jason Alexander in that, who has a tail. Yeah, so it's a fantastic movie. But anyways, how do you guys feel that we would be seen by Jack Black's character, Shallow Hal, in that movie?
I think kind of what I look like now. I feel like I'm kind of in the middle, where I think I'm a pretty good person, but also I'm a fucking dickhead and piece of shit. So I feel like it kind of evens out.
Yeah, I'd probably be the guy with like a 6-pack, but an absolute butter face. Because I'm a decent dude, but I'm also an asshole at the same time.
Yeah, I'll put myself in the same camp. I would not like the way I looked, I guarantee it.
But would you have hair?
Not where I would want it.
Dude, I saw a picture. I don't know if it's fucking AI generated or not, but there was a picture of Willie Nelson playing guitar at some concert somewhere, and his fucking arm hair was longer than the hair on my head. It was bonkers. But like I said, I'm starting to fall for more and more of these AI images because they're getting way better than they used to be. And I don't know what that says about me.
Boomer. I know you sent me a TikTok of some kind of animal jumping on a trampoline. First off, no fucking animal. No animal can come up with that kind of motor function and concept to get onto a trampoline.
Dogs do it all the fucking time, you fucking clown.
Not anything but a dog. Like, what was it? A raccoon? Raccoons are not going to be jumping on a trampoline. It's just common sense.
Raccoons are a fun and jovial animal.
I hope you get scammed somehow.
Oh, I will. I've already had my debit card stolen. It was stolen over in the UK. I still don't, to this day, do not know how. But yeah, I immediately sent you a follow-up TikTok of someone claiming all of these were fake and AI, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're right. So I sent that to you too. God damn it, I fell for it. So I acknowledged my mistake, you little shit.
I just feel like it's almost like talking with my father. Like, no, Dad, that post on Facebook is not real.
But a lawyer said it's true. Effective at 9:52 on 8/15/2025. Facebook cannot use my images.
Unless you post about it. Oh my god. I wish everyone who ever reposted that bullshit immediately had their Facebook just denied and locked out forever.
Well, or make them do like they do to us in corporate America, where we have to take a fucking training course on how to not fall for that shit.
I don't understand how people can be so gullible nowadays. And like, I get it. If you didn't grow up with the internet, that I guess that, but at some point, that's just a shitty excuse. Know the bare basics. Like, Facebook is not gonna just start using your fucking pictures.
Well, they can anyways, because that's in the fucking user agreement that you checked off when you sign up for Facebook. You know, the small print that nobody fucking reads?
No, I know, I didn't read it.
If you go into the small print of Peacock, by the way, apparently I had time to do this because I found it by myself. It wasn't even like I found it on a Reddit thread or some shit, but I was actually reading it. They have the fucking recipe for Kevin's chili from The Office in the small print of Peacock.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'll give him credit for that one.
How has this not been even brought to the attention of anybody? Because no one fucking reads that shit. And it holds people so far out of liability for the shit that they do because no one fucking reads what they're going to be able to do with their information, pictures, and whatever the fuck else. You know, they could put on in that small writing, we're going to charge your credit card $1,000 an hour every time you're on this. And people would be like, you know, wouldn't even know that it says that because they don't fucking read.
I'll put your credit card on it.
It was an example, you asshole.
Sorry, I get it. It feels like I'm talking to my dad. Just coming over with the dumbest examples ever.
You fucking prick.
Sorry, I have very little sympathy for boomer excuses.
I was just making a point that no one fucking reads. Sure.
Oh yeah, no, I will agree with that though.
Dick over something that like that, you asshole.
Yeah, no, I don't read those, and they definitely could be screwing people over with them. I don't know. I'm kind of in the mindset of I'm not that important, so even if my shit is being used, who the fuck cares? I don't. And like everyone's like, fuck, what was it? Oh, it was with fucking TikTok when fucking Daddy Trump was like, we can't have TikTok in America. China are using it. Like, what are they gonna do with it? They're gonna know that I like One Piece too much and I watch way too much porn. Like, it's really not that serious to me.
Yeah, my FYP has got me figured out. I really don't care what people do with my information as long as it doesn't negatively affect me in any way, shape, or form. I used to make the joke all the time, you know, well, enjoy my identity because you also get all that student loan debt. But I have worked my fucking ass off at the same time to get myself like my credit score to a fucking reasonable area. So I'm kind of a little more careful about it now.
I guess that makes sense. I'm also not expecting to fucking buy a house anytime soon.
Oh, come on, man. You just stop, you know, drinking coffee out and eating avocado toast and you can buy a house in no time.
Oh my god. That's fucking triggering to me. That fucking boomer advice right there. Oh my god.
Not unless you buckle down, D. Not with that attitude, you won't.
Yes, Susan. My $2.37 coffee. If I give that up, I'm gonna have a fucking house. Oh, that's such a fucking stupid. Oof.
Over the course of the year, that is like $900 that could have been banked away.
Do not start. I will
That's
fight
almost a full
anyone.
rent payment. God forbid we are allowed to enjoy our fucking lives.
Yeah. It's either that or I just fucking kill myself. It can't be both. I can't be financially stable and be happy. It just does not go hand in hand.
So for those suffering with mental health crises, we encourage you to call 988.
And probably stop listening to our bullshit.
Hey, I think we're pretty good at, talking about depressing topics in a jovial way, if there is such a thing.
Should we talk about dead relatives or something?
Nope. We are going to
Okay.
wrap this shit up. Thank you all for joining us. Eat your fucking kiwis with the skin on. Don't be a
Wait,
pussy.
are we doing? Do you have one of those things to sign off with?
Relax. Jesus Christ on a cracker.
Don't yell at me.
D, what's our email?
An unconventional podcast.
Fucking Christ. Every goddamn time. Every time.
An unconventional threesome.
At
gmail.com.
And we're taking how to eat kiwi advice from this chuckle fuck. Yes, that is correct. You can email us at an unconventional threesome at gmail.com, or most podcast platforms, you have the ability to send us a text. If you want to send us a question or something you want to hear us discuss, let's err on the side of no politics. We try and keep this not political. Best way to advertise is word of mouth. If you want to tell your friends, family, pastor, priest, nurse, I don't fucking know about it. That helps us get the word out there, and then maybe someday this can actually be money making. I don't know. It's late. I want to go to bed. This week's Craigslist catastrophe. I bet you guys can't guess where this one's out of.
Swear to God, if it's out of the same area.
Wanna-Lancet in Waltham, Massachusetts, bitches. There were a lot of good ones, apparently, when I did all these screenshots, which I don't remember when that was. August 1st, 2024. So that was when we first started talking about doing a podcast. So we started talking about this over a year ago. So these are a year old now. So good luck finding them. Once again, out of the missed connections, titled, "We ran into each other on Moody Street. We both went to check out the car accident to see if the person was okay. After we saw that they were, you introduced yourself and said you were my neighbor and you were glad to meet me since at least something good happened today. It was so sweet and you were so handsome. I was too flustered to ask for your number, but I wish I had. Email me if you see this. I'd love to get to know you. Brackets. I'm looking for a specific person. If the above section doesn't describe you, please don't reply to this."
Wait, did they give their number in the post?
No.
That would have been great. That could have been comedy gold. Like every year on the anniversary, we could have called.
We could call them
Well, we already
live on the podcast.
We figured out last week that, or last recording, that my phone does not broadcast into this microphone for whatever fucking reason. But anyways, this is John.
This is D Money.
And Jay.
Talk to you fucks in a few weeks.
Tune out, laugh aloud. This podcast will make you proud. Podcast party time, grab a seat. Every listen feels so sweet. Tune in, tune out, laugh aloud. This podcast will